Jathika Hela Urumaya resigned from all of its position within the government today. At a media briefing convened this morning, the party announced that Partili Champika Ranawaka and Udaya Gambampila have resigned from their ministerial positions as of today. The JHU also noted that at this media briefing that they would no longer come under the discipline of the UPFA.
Jathika Hela Urumaya convened a media briefing at the auditorium of the National Library and Archives Council this morning to announce the decisions they had taken at the party central committee meeting last evening. Frontline members of the JHU, including party leader Venerable Omalpe Sobitha Thera, Chairman Venerable Athuliye Ratana Thera and General Secretary Partili Champika Ranawaka were present at the media briefing. Deputy General Secretary Udaya Gambampila also attended this media briefing, taking time off from in-house treatment in hospital.
Jathika Hela Urumaya
We have decided that I will resign from my position as the Minister of Technology and Research in this government, and that Udaya Gambampila will resign from the position of Western Province Minister of Agriculture, Culture and Environment. The Central Committee and Parliamentary Group arrived at this unanimous decision yesterday. If the country continues in this way, then we will either have to sell off our assets and become a colony, or we will become a bankrupt nation. From this point on, we will not come under the discipline of the UPFA. We hope to decide on a future course of action as per the policies of the Jathika Hela Urumaya. We are still open for discussions regarding the proposals we have put forward, be it with the SLFP or any other party. I must also state that in the future as well, our stance will be determined by policy and not by position. I must also note that we will also work in accordance with our policies for a common program that is able to overcome the future challenges of this country if such a program exists. The endeavour that we have embarked on today is a humanitarian operation.
අපේ මේ ක්‍රියාදාමය අදින් ආරම්භන ක්‍රියාදාමය මානුෂීය මෙහෙවරක් මානුෂීය මෙහෙයුමක්.
Also speaking at the event, JHU leader Venerable Omalpe Sobitha Thera noted that this was not the action of an enemy force but an action taken to bring the country into the right path.
නිදීනං පවත්තාරං යම් පස්සේ වජ්‍ය දසිනං නිග්ගයිහවාදින් මේදාවින් තාදිසං පණ්ඩිතං භජේ කියන නියමය. කල්යාණ මිත්‍රයෙකු හැටියට වරද පෙන්වා දෙන්න.
As true friends, we point out the wrong and give due appreciation to the right. Consider the advice of the true friend as hidden treasure, and it is through this that you will progress. In the past and in the present, the Jathika Hela Urumaya followed the policy of being true friends, and at present we are at a juncture where we must carry out our duty as true friends. The decision we are announcing today is one which has been reached in the best interest of the country, the nation, the Sasana and the entire community for the common good as guidance. We say to His Excellency the President and the government that this is not the action of an enemy force. We say to the responsible parties to consider this as guidance that is being given by true friends.
මේක හිතමිතුරන් විසින් කරන මඟ පෙන්වීමක් හැටියට සලකන්න කියන කාරුණික දැනුම් දීම අපි වගකියුත්තන්ට දන්නවා.
මරණයට අපි කොහොමවත් බය වෙන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ.
As bhikkhus, we need not fear death anyway. We have been told to embrace the agony of death. State power is temporary. Spiritual power is permanent. It flows freely. Therefore, he will believe that this is not an action of selfish persons who sit around him and say yes to everything, but a positive message. Any person who has not attained spiritual enlightenment will become a sinner under this constitution. Our Central Committee, Executive Committee and everyone else arrived at a unanimous decision. Other parties fractured into two. We will not pledge our support to the President at the presidential election. We have a resolve regarding how we are going to defeat him. We are not going to defeat the President or his image. We are defeating his policies.
ඒක සාමූහික තීරණයක් අපි ගත්තේ. වෙන පක්ෂ දෙකට කැඩුණා.
අපි නොසලී විපක්ෂය ඇතුලේ මහා දුෂ්කර වෑයමක් දරලා කොටි විරෝධී මතය හදපු නිසා
In 2005, President Mahinda Rajapaksa was able to seek a mandate to defeat the Tigers because we worked tirelessly in the opposition to build an anti-Tiger viewpoint. That anti-Tiger field is now filled with gold, and there are many who lay claim to that gold. But today the field of good governance has become barren. Today some people question as to whether the request to amend the presidential system is a Western conspiracy. They ask whether it is an effort of the NGOs. They ask whether it is the work of secessionists. The Mahinda Chintanaya manifesto presented in 2005 states clearly on page 83 that the position of President will be made accountable to Parliament. It was repeated in 2010. So it is our president that has made written promises on 2 occasions to amend the constitution. Albert Einstein has said before that if a person repeats the same experiment anticipating different results without changing the conditions, then they are insane.
කොන්දේසි වෙනස් නොවි එකම පරීක්ෂණය වෙනස් ප්‍රතිඵල බලාපොරොත්තු යමෙක් කරත් නම් ඔහු උම්මත්තකෙක් කියලා.